When applying to law school, you will be required to write and submit a personal statement, in addition to potentially several optional supporting statements. It's important that you dedicate your time and energy to drafting a strong personal statement. For law schools, the personal statement provides a first impression and adds personality to your application. It also showcases your writing skills. So what should you write about in your personal statement? Law school admissions representatives from across the country agree. Your personal statement is in essence your interview with the admissions committee. They need to know who you are and why you want to go to law school. Take this advice from the University of Chicago Law School. A personal statement is supposed to be personal. We want to hear about you, what makes you tick, what motivates you, and what inspires you. We are trying to make up a class of interesting, unique people, and this is the place to show us. The best personal statements are therefore ones in which the law school admissions committees get to know the applicant and what's driving them to law school. And most importantly, make sure that you follow directions and read all the instructions. Most personal statements are 2 double-spaced pages max, and many law schools will share a specific word count in their instructions. Pay close attention to these. As one law school representative remarked, if you can't follow instructions, how can you be an attorney? Again, the personal statement needs to answer the key questions of who you are and why you want to go to law school. Consider the following ideas for getting started. Describe a personal challenge or hardship. Describe your proudest moment. Describe your work experience. Describe an experience, event, or role model. What was it that you experienced? What was it that inspired you? As you describe these events, remember that the personal statement is about you. Similarly, you want to address some of the following in some way. Describe your interest in a specific area of the law. Describe your motivation to attend law school. Identify issue areas or populations that you are committed to working with. Perhaps answer the following question. When did you realize that law school was a good fit for you? What triggered this realization? And if a law school asks specifically to address why you are interested in that particular law school, answer it. Do not skip. When you're drafting your personal statement, keep in mind that it needs to be well written and direct. Your writing should be autobiographic, first person, concrete, well organized, and concise. The conclusion needs to be strong, and you need to be paying attention to your tone throughout. And again, be sure to always follow directions. In addition to the personal statement, there are several additional supplemental statements, many of which tend to be optional, that you may submit with your law school application. The optional diversity statement is generally 1 to 2 pages in length and double-spaced. Most schools will define diversity broadly, including diversity of ethnicity, gender, sexuality, thought, backgrounds, religion, and so on. If you come from a diverse or underrepresented background, this may be the place to expand on your experience. Likewise, if you are committed to diversity and seek to contribute to the diversity of the law school community that you attend, you may also consider discussing that here. Do not repeat what you wrote in your personal statement. If your personal statement addresses diversity topics, you do not need to rehash these in a separate diversity statement. The addenda is also optional. Generally, you can use the addenda to write 1 to 2 paragraphs explaining any weaknesses in your application, such as low grades, multiple LSAT score, leaves of absence from school, and so on. You may also submit addenda to talk about your particular interest in a law school if there is no other space on the application to do so. Here, make sure you follow directions. Finally, there is the disclosure, or the character and fitness statement. This section is different from the addenda and is your place to explain any disciplinary sanctions and criminal charges on your record. Be sure to read the instructions for each law school you apply to. Some law schools will not need you to disclose a parking ticket from your senior year of high school, and some will. It's important here to be as honest as possible. When in doubt, disclose any past misconduct. The consequences for not doing so can be severe. If you have any questions about these statements or would like to review your documents, please make an appointment with the pre-law advisor.